Hello world! If you've watched my channel for a while, you'll know that I own a variety of skates. I get asked a lot of questions in the comments section on these various skates, so I thought it would be an interesting idea to do a video talking about them. For completeness, I'll go through all the skates I've owned since I started skating 4 years ago. The first pair of skates I owned were the Seba FR2. I think these were the 2015 version, although I purchased these in early 2016. Before I purchased these skates, I actually rented a pair from a skate shop in London and rolled around Hyde Park for a couple of hours. They seemed like great skates, so I went back and bought a pair. These are, in my opinion, fantastic skates to learn on. They are comfy and pretty much bulletproof. I can assure you they took a lot of abuse during my first year of skating. They came with the Street Invader wheels, which at 85A offer a good balance between grip and longevity. I would totally recommend these skates to anybody. About 15 months after I started skating, I decided to upgrade and got the Seba Highlight Carbon. These were and still are the most expensive skates I own. In my opinion though, they've been totally worth it. They are a soft shell skate and so are a one-piece construction. By that I mean they do not have a removable liner. This means they fit a lot more snug to my foot. They are the comfiest skates I own. Absolutely no pressure points. As the base of the boot is made out of carbon, they are also extremely stiff, which means they are very precise. As the highlights are aimed mainly at the slalom market, they actually came with a rockered frame, so the first and fourth wheel sit slightly higher. This significantly increases how easily they will turn and so are ideal for slalom. However, I'm predominantly a city skater, so I actually found the rocker to be a little bit too unstable, especially at speed. I therefore swapped the frame to a regular flat setup. This is the Seba 4D frame. These skates originally came with Street Invader wheels again, and I've continued to always use them as I just love their feel. I prefer a wheel that has slightly more grip than slide, and I think these wheels give me just that. On the same day I bought the highlights, I also bought my very first pair of aggressive skates, these being the USD Aeon 60s. Learning to grind was always something I wanted to try, but did not have the confidence to have a go at straight away. After skating for about 15 months though, I felt the time was right. Overall, these seem to have been a good skate for a beginner to use. Having the frame built into the boot certainly keeps things simple. They're not the most comfy skate in the world, but that's fine as I don't do that much skating in them. As a boot to learn some of the basics, they have been just fine, and I would recommend them to anybody looking for an affordable, aggressive boot. The next pair of skates I bought in early 2018 was a return to my beginnings. A certain well-known UK skate shop was having a clearance sale, and so I could not resist snapping up a pair of Seba FR1s. So these are the upgraded model compared to the FR2s. They have a few more mounting positions than the FR2s, and I think the buckles and straps were supposed to be better quality. Anyway, they're basically very similar. The only real difference for me is that they were a size smaller. I had worked out by then that I should try to get my true size in a skate, as the snugger the fit, the more control I would have. I didn't realise this when I started out. If you've watched the channel for a while, you have seen me use these skates a lot, and there is a good reason for that. They are brilliant. I cannot recommend FR1s enough to either a beginner or an established skater. After my Seba highlights, these are my second favourite skate. Okay, so now we go from one of my best skates to probably my worst. These are the Powerslide Imperials, and they came with 125mm wheels. Let's focus on the boot first. For me, these are just not comfy, unfortunately. I get various pressure points around my ankle and over the top of my foot. The Fat Boy liner is also, in my opinion, not that great. When I first got these skates, I tried to persevere with them as I really wanted to roll big wheels for the first time. But in the end, I ditched the boot and instead used the frame and wheels with my Seba boot. Ultimately though, I find the lack of control with this size of wheel just a bit annoying. I was really disappointed that the Imperials just didn't work for me, and I really wanted a good tri-skate. So I decided again to go back to what I know and went for an FR skate FR1. These are the 2018 version, I think. So very briefly, and I don't know all the politics, but Seba split as a company and FR Skates was formed and took the FR boot technology with it. Therefore this boot is basically the same as my previous Seba FR1. This time I went for 110mm wheels, which turned out to be just right for me. The smaller wheel compared to the Imperials and relatively short frame length makes these tri-skates an absolute joy. They've got great speed, but most importantly for me, I can turn and stop in them, nearly as good as I can with 80mm wheels. The only slight disappointment I have overall with this skate is that the boot is wider in fit than my previous Seba boot. This was not something I was expecting. They're both an EU43, but if you measure the circumference of the boot, the FR is about 10mm bigger, so I need to wear 2 pairs of socks, which is a bit annoying. Side issues aside though, I would totally recommend this tri-skate. If you're looking to roll 3 big wheels, but are worried about a lack of control, these might just be the skates for you. For a more in-depth review of these skates, please see my previous review video. I'll put a link in the description. Okay, and so finally to my last pair of skates. These are the Rollerblade Twister Edge X 2019 version. If you've watched my video for the last year, you'll know that I have a somewhat love-hate relationship with this skate. Thankfully, way more love than hate these days. I had always wanted to own a proper pair of rollerblade. Clearly, the brand is iconic. These are Rollerblade's premium hardshell skate, and I think they certainly look the part. I really like their styling. They come with the 80mm hydrogen wheels and good quality bearings. These make the skate noticeably faster than my other 80mm skates, and to be honest, as quick as my FR1 310s. Overall, they are a good quality skate. However, I have had some annoying comfort issues. The angled nature of the boot means it digs into my foot just below my inside ankle. Long story short, I resolved this by taking a heat gun to them. Based on the many comments I've received on the various videos featuring these skates, I'm clearly not the only one with this issue. Would I recommend this skate? Well, yes, because when you get the fit right, they are awesome, but really do try before you buy if you can. If you want to see a more in-depth review of these skates and follow-up videos, links will be in the description. Okay, so that was a very quick run through of all my skates to date. Do I plan to get more skates in the future? Hopefully yes. Do I know what my next ones will be? Well, maybe. I have some idea. As always, if you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, please do consider subscribing. Take care, skate safe, laters.